Jaguars. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
Before the game, when I said hello to him, I tried to give him a little dap, but he wouldn't give me any, and I thought he was snubbing me. Then I realized he's keeping all that flame to himself. How about the week he had last week? AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Mills on first down. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw again on second down. Mills. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go option to the short side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Mills. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. To throw, Mills shakes off the sack. Williams loses the football, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here the Jaguars now with a long field ahead. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Caught out left side by Robinson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it.
Or 2 wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And Beasley with it over the middle.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Not much there, only a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Lawrence going to throw again. He'll get that underneath ETN. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Blankenship's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. On 1st and 10, Mills. They'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence, that catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the visiting Panthers who were able to come in and get one on the road. Baker Mayfield, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Justin Herbert leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Teddy Bridgewater, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, not much happening on the scoreboard, just a lone field goal in that first half. For the call of the second half, maybe we can get a touchdown, fellas. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back to quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've got the lead here, trying to make amends for that loss last week against the Denver Broncos. They start this drive now, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 27, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
It was the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 45 on 2nd down, Lawrence dancing to his left. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. And this one caught by Beasley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Etienne. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Robinson is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, we lasted all the way to the fourth quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt, though, that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown, and it happened right there.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Houston set to take over. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First down, Mills. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mills throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Foyesade and Lewickin. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They begin the drive with Robinson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, it's Robinson. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.